Hey G Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode, we got this cool bit right here, and pretty much what these are some power station. So we do have the HomePower One Pro, and we do have the HomePower Pro 2, and then right here on the side, you can see we do have the solar panel option. I believe for both of these solar panels, it's the same exact thing. So I'm just gonna open one of them to show you guys what it looks like. But first thing, I'm actually open this up to show you guys what the inside looks like first. Let's start with the small one. I do want to mention for these packages, they are pretty big and very heavy, especially with this one. So you do want to handle with care when you guys do get it, and maybe even get a cart or something to carry it. So once you guys do open it, there's a box inside the box. Let's take it out. I do love the fact that how they do have a handle inside for you to carry around really easily. But if you guys do take it out, here's what the packaging looks like. So if you guys put this on top, that is the first one. Now let's open this one. So same thing for this one, there's a box inside the box. Let's take it out. This one is definitely gonna be a little bit more heavier. So once you guys do take it out, here's what the product looks like. So this is the HomePower 2 Pro and the HomePower One Pro. When you guys do purchase it, you do have the option to buy together or separately. But the first thing I've been seeing about right here, they mention how both of them, it does have the quick charging technology. So that way it can help you guys fast charge your device at a safe speed as well. And in terms of the power that's on here, it's actually very powerful. This one right here is 2419 WH. And this one right here is 1210 WH. And they mentioned for continuous for this one is 2200 and surge is 4400 watts. This one right here is 1200 watts and 2400 watts for surge. So if you guys get this one right here, it's a lot more powerful by 2 times compared to the small one. And the way how you guys recharge it, there's multiple ways. They mentioned how you do have the option to use a solar panel. You do have a car outlet, AC outlet, or a car generator. So obviously, since I do have the solar panel, I'm gonna use a solar panel to test it out as well to show you guys what actually works and how to know when it's charging. But before we take out the solar panel, I do want to show you guys what the inside looks like. So let's open up. So obviously, since I do have the solar panel, I'm gonna test it out as well to show you guys how to charge it and how to know when it's charging. But we'll do that later. Let me show you guys what's on here first. So on the side of the package right here, you can see they do provide some specs and features about the product. Same thing for this one as well. And they mention how it's compatible with these solar panels right here, which is the one that I do have. And when you guys look at the back part right here, they tell you guys what you guys can use it for. So you guys can use it for home appliances, you guys can use it for tools, home office, like your computer, laptop, your printer, and etc. You guys can use it for lighting, you guys can use it for communication device, such as your iPhone, iPad, etc. And if you guys want to use it for a medical device, you do have the option available, which is pretty cool. But for the HomePower One Pro, they mentioned how to give you guys up to 7 days of battery life on one full charge on the product, which is pretty cool. Same thing for this one as well. But obviously for this one, since it is a much more powerful device, it gives you guys a lot more power than the small one. So that's a quick little overview to show you guys what's on the package and some of the specs about the product. Now I'm actually open up and show you guys what the inside looks like. So let's start with the small one first. So once you guys open up, first the inside, they do give you guys a little bag or pouch. And it does have a little handle for you to carry around really easily, which is really nice. And in front, they do have the brand name. If you guys do open it, this is what the inside looks like. So they do provide guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. And at the bottom, they do give you guys 2 cables. One of them is for the car cable, and the other cable is for you guys to plug it into the wall to actually recharge it. And that is everything that's inside. If you guys notice, for the cable is pretty long for the wall charger, which is really nice. But I definitely love the way how they do give you guys a little bag to carry around really easily. So that way, when you guys go on a trip or something, you do have a little bag to carry your stuff, which is pretty cool. And underneath that, we do have a protection layer. If you guys do take it out, once you guys do take it out, underneath that, we do have the product. So let's take it out. So I can see the size of the product is actually pretty big. But let's move the box and put it on top. So if I do take out the wrapper, once you guys do take it out, here's what the product looks like. Let me bring the product a little bit closer to show you guys what it actually looks like and what's on here. So once we bring it a little bit closer, here's what the product looks like. So they do have the brand name. They mentioned how the HomePower One Pro. Right here, we do have the display screen. Here, we probably have the LED light option. On the bottom right here, we do have 2 USB option, 2 USB-C option. And then here we do have 3 AC option. If you see throughout the product, they do have different buttons for you to turn it on and turn it off. For the AC option, DC option, the light, and the display. And if I saw how I actually carry the product, they do have a very nice handle on both sides. That's actually pretty deep for you to carry around really easily. So I do lift it up. Here is this side, and then here's our side. And this is what the front part looks like. And right out the bat, when you guys feel the material on here, it does feel like a high quality material. I love how the top part is flat. So that way you can put your stuff on top. So just like this, if you guys want to. But if you guys turn to the back, here's what the back part looks like. So the back part right here is where you can plug in cable to actually recharge it. So it does have a DC option and an AC option. So I have to open up. that is what the inside looks like. So this one right here is for the wall charger, and that one's probably for like the solar panel and etc. So once you got it done using it, you can close it up. So that way nothing can get inside, like water and etc. If you guys look at the bottom, this is what the bottom part looks like. So you can see how they do have like a non-slip material to prevent it from moving around when you guys do use it. And that is everything that's on the product. Before I show you guys the other one, let me turn it on to show you guys what's on here first. So what we're gonna do is to press the power button, and it does turn on. So currently it's showing that it's 49%. If you guys want to turn on the light, press the light button. It does turn on the light. And it tells you guys the remaining hour on here when you guys do use it, which is pretty nice. Let me bring a little bit closer to show you guys what's on the screen. So if I do bring a little bit closer, that is what the screen looks like. And once you guys are done using light, you can turn it off. And for the light option, there's 3 different modes. So this is low, that's high, SOS, and then off. So I love the fact that how they do show you guys what you guys are using and how many battery life percentage is left when you guys do use it. And also the total amount of hours left when you guys use it as well, which is pretty cool. So as I use the AC option or DC option, feel free to turn it on. If I hear immediately once we do turn it on, you can hear the fan. So the cooling fan or the ventilation fan is on the side. So right there and this side. So this is the first power station option. Let me actually open up first, and then we'll show you guys how the product works in terms of charging it and using the product, and also using solar panel as well. All right, so let's open up. So same thing for this one. When you guys open up, they also do give you guys a little pouch inside that also has a little handle, which is really nice. If you guys do open it, this is what the inside looks like. So everything on here is still the same. They give you guys like the user manual. They give you guys a cable to plug it in your car to recharge it, and they give you guys a cable for you to use it on the wall. So obviously between everything that's available for you, using the wall charger is the fastest way to recharge it. They mention how it can recharge from 0 to 80% in 1 hour, which is pretty fast. So this is everything that's included right here. Now let's take out the power station to show you guys what it actually looks like. So same thing for this one. If you guys take out the protection layer, inside we do have the actual power station. So let's do take it out. This one's definitely much more heavier, so I do have to be careful. Once you guys do take it out, here's what the product looks like. So if you guys do take out the wrapper, once you guys take out the wrapper, this is what the product looks like. So you can see the design of the product is on here is actually very similar in terms of what you guys do get. Everything that's on that one is the same on this one, but a lot more power on here like I mentioned. Let me bring a little bit closer to show you guys a side-by-side comparison. So you can see how when we do put it side by side, here's what both of them look like. So you can see how both of them are the same exact thing. We do have the display screen, we do have the LED light, we do have the straight AC option, and we also have the 2 USB and 2 USB-C option. Same thing for this one. And it does tell you guys how much power for each one as well. The USB is 18 watts max. The USB-C is 100 watts max. Same thing for this side. But in terms of AC option, for this one's not as powerful as this one. This one is 2200 watts. But for this one right here is 1200 watts. But same thing for this one, they do have the handle on both sides for you to carry around really easily. And it is very heavy. Definitely a lot more heavier than the other one. And same thing for this one on both sides. They do have the ventilation option on side to prevent it from overheating. Same thing for this side. If you guys turn to the back is the same. They do have the option for it to open up, to plug in cable to recharge it, either using car option or solar panel option, or you can also use the wall charger as well. And once you have it done, you guys can seal it back up, just like that. And same thing for the bottom part, they do have the non-slip material to prevent it from moving around when you guys do use it. So that is everything that's on the product. Now let me actually plug this in to test it out to show you guys what it actually works. And then we'll open up the solar panel to show you guys what it looks like as well and test that out. So the first thing that I do want to test out is the plug-in cable to charge it. So I'm gonna use the wall charger that's provided, or the cable. So let's open up, and we'll plug this onto the wall. And like I mentioned, the cable is really long, which is very nice. So that way I can reach all the way over here. So what I want to do is plug in the back. Once we do plug it in, it should start charging. So I'm gonna see immediately once we do plug it in, it starts charging right here. Let me bring it a bit closer. So you can see how it does show 56% right now. And they mention how long it's gonna take to charge. So it's gonna take 1 hour to fully charge it. And they mention the power that's on here is 1392. So it does provide you guys a lot of power when you guys do plug it in, which is pretty awesome. So while that's charging, let's plug in this one as well. And same thing for this one, the cable is actually really long as well, which is pretty cool. So as do plug it in, we'll unplug this in the back. Once you guys do plug it in, you can see it does work. So this one's at 49%. And it does tell you guys that it will take 1 hour and 10 minutes to recharge it. And when you guys look at the power that's on here, it's not as powerful. This one right here is charging at 731 watts. Whereas this one right here is 1391 when you guys do look at it. So here's another point of view to show you guys what the screen looks like. So you can see within a few minutes, it went from 56 to 58 already. And then here's what it looks like in this one. What I'm gonna do right now while I'm charging the product, let's plug in some stuff to see what actually works. So right here, I do my tester. I'm gonna use the AC option first to show you guys what actually works. So I want to turn it on. Once you guys turn it on, if you guys plug it in. Once you guys do plug it in, you guys unplug in a cable. And for this test, I'm plugging it onto my laptop. So right here, I do my MacBook Pro 16-inch. If you guys do plug it in. Once you guys do plug it in, you can see it does work. Let me zoom in to show you guys the number. So you can see the power that's being generated on here is providing you guys 97 watts. So that is a lot of power. So the product definitely does work. Now let's try to use the USB option or the USB-C option and see what actually works as well. So right here, I do my tester. If you guys turn it on, let's plug it in. And you guys want to change the cable on this side. Once you guys change it over, you can see it does charge pretty fast. So currently it's charging at 20 watts and 4.55 amp. So let's do the calculation and see how much that is. So when I do the calculation on here, it's showing you guys that it's charging at 91 or 92 watts for the USB-C option that's built in. And obviously when you guys use this outlet on here, if you guys plug in more than one device at the same time, the speed does go down. So I'm actually plug another cable to show you guys what happened. So right here, I do have my USB-C to lightning cable. If you guys do plug it in. On this side right here, I'm plugging my phone. You can see it does work. So I had to pause the video temporarily because I was charging two devices at the same time and it popped the actual switch in the back. So instead, I'm only gonna charge one at a time. But when you guys do look at the power that's on here, it didn't really change. So I guess when you guys use the USB-C option, for each one of them, it does provide you guys 100 watts max for each one, which is pretty nice. So the speed won't go down when you guys do use it. And I love the fact that how it does tell you guys the power that's being generated on here as well, in terms of how much power for each different outlet. And I love the fact that how it does tell you guys how much power that's being used as well when you guys do use it. So right now it's using 123 watts when you guys use everything on here, which is pretty cool. So now that we show you guys how the product works on this one, now let's try this one. So we'll turn this off. I'm gonna unplug that one as well and plug this one in. Once you guys do plug it in, if you guys plug it on here, let's see what happened. Want to turn it on. Once you guys do plug it in, the power on here is the same. It's 20 volt and 4.55 amp. And if you guys plug in the other option, it's still the same. Nothing changed on here. So you can see from this camera angle right here, it's still the same. Nothing changed. And it does show you guys how much watts that's being generated on here when you guys do use it. So right now it's showing 88 watts when I'm using the actual USB-C option to charge my laptop and my phone. Now let's try to use this option to charge my laptop and see how much power that's being generated as well. So let's do unplug it. You guys unplug it right here, but I want to turn it on. So let's do plug it in. You guys will unplug this cable and plug it here instead. Once you guys do plug it in, you can see the power on here is slowly going up. So right now it's around 95, 97. So definitely give you guys very close to 100 watts when you guys use a charger. So you can see it does work when you guys do use it. And obviously for both of these, when you guys do use it, feel free to use all the outlets at the same time if you guys do want to. But now that we test out both of them in terms of the USB option, the USB-C option, or the AC option, what else you can use on here to support the power. And then we'll show you the solar panel. So now I'm gonna put everything away first because we don't need it anymore. So what I'm gonna do for the next test is to actually plug in the cable to charge the power station. So this one to that one and that one to this one to show you guys how much power that's being generated when you guys do use it. So try to charge the big one first. So I do plug it in. So you can see it does work. And the power that's on here right now is charging at 800. Now it reached to 1000. And you can hear the fan actually gets louder as well. And now it reached to 1200. And now the 1400. So it does provide you guys a lot of power when you guys do use it. So that way, if you guys want to charge this power station using this power station, you do have the option available and vice versa. And right now, you can see it tell you guys that will take 4 hours to recharge it when you guys are charging this device with this one. So just to show you guys a close-up view, here's what the screen looks like. So show you guys the same amount of watts on here versus what you guys see right here. So the power on here is actually really powerful when you guys do use it. And since it does provide you guys enough power in terms of like 1400 watts or very close to that, you guys can use it for like a microwave, you guys can use it for toasters, you guys can use it for a fridge or any kind of medical device, which is pretty awesome. And obviously, if you guys can use it for your microwave, your toaster, etc., you guys can feel free to use it for your fan, your heater, and etc. So that's a quick little test to show you guys how much power that's being generated on here when you guys do use it, and when it actually supports the power when you guys use it as well. If you guys can see, it does work if you guys do use very powerful stuff. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually open up the solar panel to show you guys what it looks like, and then we're gonna test it out. So let's move this back. So like I mentioned, for both of the solar panel is the same. So I'm gonna just show you guys what one of them looks like. And I do want to mention for the solar panel is pretty heavy, but let's open up. So once you guys do open up, there's a box inside. If you guys do take it out, here's what the solar panel looks like inside. So just to show you guys what the other one looks like as well, let me open up. So same thing for this one, when you guys open up, there's a box inside the box. If you guys do take it out, here's what the inside looks like for this one. So once we do take it out, here's what the product looks like. If you can see how both of them are the same, it is a HomePower 2. So there's one solar panel here and one for this one. Both of them are the same exact thing. So I'm actually opening up one of them to show you guys what the inside looks like. So let's open up this one. So once you guys open up, the inside is all wrapped up. If you guys do take it out, inside right here we do have a solar panel. If you guys do take it out, once you guys do take it out, this is what the inside looks like. So for the solar panel, it does give you guys a handle to carry around really easily. And it does give you guys a little case or bag to carry around if you guys do take it out. And on the side of the bag, it does have the brand name Geneverse. So really cool, actually give you guys a case to actually store the product to keep it organized and also protected. But let's open up to show you guys what the inside looks like. So once you guys do take it out, this is what the inside looks like. If you guys do open up, once you guys open up, you can see inside we do have the solar panel. You can see it's actually very big when you guys do open it. And the way how to design the product in the back, it does give you guys a stand for us to open up. So that way when you guys open up, you guys can aim the product a certain direction. And for this part right here, it is magnetic. So that way when you guys put it back together, it sticks it onto the back, which is really nice. And also right here in the back, it does say top. So that way you know which side is the top and the bottom. And also in the back, it does have the brand name. And show you guys how much output is provided, which is 200 watts when you guys do use it. But let's fully open this and put this on the floor to show you guys what it looks like when you guys do set it up. So once you guys put it on the floor, this is what the product looks like. So this is the front. You can see how it does have a solar panel on here. And if you guys turn to the back, let me show you guys what the back part looks like. Once you guys turn to the back, here's what the back part looks like. And for the back part right here, you do have the option to angle it at different positions if you guys do need to, which is pretty cool. And if you guys are curious about where to plug in the cable, you guys can plug it right here on the side. So if you guys are curious about where the cable is, it's inside the zipper inside. If you guys do open it, inside they do give you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. And then right here we do have the cable. So here's what the cable looks like. So this side you can plug it into the solar panel, and this side you can plug it on the actual product. So you see for each one, the cable only has one of the outlet or one of the hole. And the reason why is because it actually allows you guys to use two panels at the same time if you guys want to, which is pretty awesome. So let's plug it in and show you guys what the product looks like when you guys do use it. So let's unplug it for now. And what I do is plug in this cable. So this side of the cable will go right here. Once you guys plug it in, the other side will plug in the back. So I'm gonna plug it in first and then show you guys what the back part looks like. And I'm gonna unplug the cable as well, so that way you can see what actually works. So when you do look from this camera angle, this is what the product looks like on this side when you guys do plug it in. And then here is the back. So there's two outlets on the back like I mentioned. So that way you can use two solar panels at the same time if you guys want to. And obviously in order for you guys to actually use this solar panel, you guys have to use it in direct sunlight. If you guys use it in an environment where it does not get direct sunlight, it will not work. So I'm actually trying to turn this around to show you guys what the product looks like in the front and when it actually works if you guys use it in this environment. Alright, so once we do fully open it, you can see this is what the product looks like. You can see on the screen right here, it does not work. Because when you guys are using indoor, you guys are not using direct sunlight to actually recharge it. Alright, so I moved everything to one side. I want to do one more test before I actually use the solar panel option to show you guys how that works and when it actually works, because the heater does use a lot of power. So we'll test out for both of them. Let's turn it on. And let's plug it in. But let's turn it on and see what happens. So once you guys turn it on, you can see it does work. But it does turn off by itself because once it reaches that temperature, it cannot support it. Now I'll try to use the big one to show you guys what happens. Alright, so ready to turn it on. And see, this one does work. And it does show you guys how much power is being generated when you guys do use it. It went as high as 2000 watts when I first plugged it in. Right now it's maintained around like 1400. So that's probably why I couldn't support it on this one, because they mentioned max on here is 1200, whereas for this one here is 2200 watts. But we see when we do use it, it does work. Now I'm gonna test one more thing and see when it actually works as well. So what I want to do is turn it off and unplug it. I want to plug in this kettle and test this out as well. So I'll try this one first. Turn it on. So it does turn on, but let's see what actually works. Let me actually show you guys how much power from up close. So when I use electric kettle for this one, it does work. So right now it's providing 1100 watts, you can see. And it is boiling water. So if it works for this one, it'll work for the bottom one as well. But let's just try it out and see how it actually works. Let's unplug it. And let's plug in the bottom one. And let's turn it on. You can see how when we do plug it in, it does work as well. It is boiling water. And this one providing 1100 watts as well. So it doesn't use as much as the heater option. But let's try to plug in the heater option and this at the same time and see what happens. Alright, so we got both of them in. Let's turn it on and see what happens. So we got it on. So you can see how it does turn off when you guys use two powerful things at a time. It went up to like 3000 watts when we do plug it in, you can see. So if you're plugging like multiple things at the same time, that's like a heater or electric kettle, it will not support it. It's too much power that's being used. But if you guys use one or the other at a time, it will be fine. Also at the same time, if you guys want to charge like a laptop or something, it will work. So that's a quick little test to show you guys that it does work when you guys use one at a time, but not more than one. Especially for like really powerful stuff like what you guys see here. It does give you guys that error message on here as well, with that little symbol as well. Now let's go test out the solar option and see what actually works. Alright, so right here we do have the solar panel all set up. And then right there we do have the power station. Let's plug it in to test out to see how it actually works. So I don't plug in either one of them. And once you guys do plug it in, you can see it starts charging. So currently it's charging at 82 watts when we do use only one solar panel. If you guys do plug in more than one, you'll charge much faster. But that's how you guys will probably take 1 hour to fully charge it, you can see right here. But now let's try to plug in the cable for this power station to charge the other one to see if it actually works at the same time while you're charging the power station. Alright, so we got it plugged in right here for the AC option. And we see right now it's still showing 90 watts or 100 watts when we do use a solar panel, which is pretty fast. And for the back part right here, we do have it plugged in. So we do turn it on. And you see how it starts charging immediately. So currently the solar panel is still charging while charging the actual product at the same time. So currently producing like 900 watts and slowly going up. Now it's at 1000. While the solar panel is charging 100 watts right now, you can see. And when you guys look at the other one right here, it shows you guys how much power that's being generated as well. Which is 1300 watts right now and slowly going up. So you can see it definitely does work when you guys do use it, and it does provide us a lot of power. And now it's went up to like 1500 watts, you can see, and keeps going up. So here's a quick little setup to show you guys what the product looks like when you guys do use it. You can see it does work. It's so convenient for you guys to use it outdoor anytime, anywhere. And it is stackable as well, which is pretty nice. Welcome back, guys. So nice little quick test of product, and definitely actually does work and actually worked quite well. So you can see in the test when we do use it, it's actually very important for you guys to get direct sunlight on the actual panel. Otherwise it will not charge. So if you guys want to charge it even faster, you do want to use more than one panel at a time. So they do have two of the output options for you to plug it in to use two different panels at the same time to charge it even faster. So having that solar option is actually really convenient, especially when you guys are going outdoor, maybe on a trip, or if you guys are going camping or something. That is where it actually comes in handy when you guys have no outlet to plug it in. But obviously the faster way for you to recharge it is to plug it directly into a wall outlet. Like I mentioned earlier, when you guys plug in a wall outlet, you guys can charge from 0 to 80% in 1 hour, which is really fast. So that is everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for this product, I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. If you guys need one of these, especially if you guys in the market looking for a high quality power station that give you guys a really strong power on here, that allow you guys to use it for multiple devices. Whether if you guys want to use it for a microwave, a refrigerator, a toaster, a heater, or anything else, then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money on something else actually you do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.